Good morning, good afternoon, and good is God bless everybody. Okay. Today's one a day is called malnutrition. Okay. And mental madness. Okay. Let me first talk about malnutrition. Where did malnutrition first start? Well, around the 1900s. Okay. So we're now about 125 years in, aren't we? Most people can't think past, okay, or can't think back one day. Let's think back 125 days. Understand that. And that's the God's truth. Now, whether you want to believe this or not, but most of the world is malnourished. And the reason why we know they're malnourished is because guess what? 92% of the population in the United States is overweight. And guess what? It goes from anywhere from 60% to 80% of obesity. Now, understand something. People aren't overweight. They're malnourished. When you get enough nourishment, guess what happens? When you get enough nourishment, you know what happens? I'm going to tell you something. You're not going to be overweight. You're going to be a lean, keen, sexy machine. And that's the God's truth. You're going to be a lean, keen, sexy machine. Now, understand, there are 90 elements that the body needs, okay? First of all, the body needs 60 key minerals, essential minerals. It needs 16 essential vitamins. What else does it need? It needs 12 essential amino acids, and it needs 2 fatty acids. Now, remember, if you listen to my information that I give, I tell you the most important things are 4 pillars, okay? All right? Okay, the first pillar is minerals, because there is not a deficiency. Every deficiency causes a disease, and every disease is a nutritional deficiency. Oh, yes, and we'll talk about the mental in a few minutes here. But guess what? Everybody's going mental today, and that's the God's truth. We have so many people crying and screaming and yelling at us, okay, because guess what? They can't take it out on their family anymore, okay, but they take it out. Everybody's going crazy, but let's talk about the malnutrition first. Did you know that it's actually a nutritious diet will turn off your appetite? Isn't that something? And it's the same thing, you know, your appetite for love. Oh, you get yourself in trouble, don't you? You get yourself in trouble in your relationships because you're so desperate for love, because we're emotional beings and you can't live without love. So if you don't want to learn how to feed yourself, okay, and make sure that you need the nutrition and get the nutrition that your body needs, then guess what? You're either going to be underweight where your body is eating itself out, or you're going to be overweight because you can't turn off the hunger trigger. And that's the truth. So understand something. Nutrition turns the trigger off, but it's a frequency and a vibration that turns off the hunger trigger. Now, how many people know that when you've got a calcium deficiency, and the problem is most people have a calcium deficiency because guess what? When you are acidic and you are inflamed, and guess what? That's why we have the inflammation. We have the inflammation mutation sale on right now. So you want to check that out. This is a big sale. But when you have inflammation in your body, you have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You are stealing the calcium from your bones. Osteopenia, then osteoporosis, then osteoarthritis, and then osteoporosis, rheumatoid osteoporosis. They're all caused because of calcium loss, and you get a scar tissue issue where your beautiful connective tissues are turning into beef jerky, and this can all be reversed. It can all be reversed, but you go to a medical doctor and they're going to tell you that they don't understand and they don't know and they don't believe the body heals itself. Understand that. So the reality is you can get, okay, you can get over 300, okay, diseases when you're just calcium deficient. And all you got to do is look it up. Why don't you look up your disease and then you'll find out what you're deficient in, okay? All right. So we know that there's 4 things that we need to do. We need to load our body down in minerals. Please take a look at my Beyond Ormus minerals. This is a third-party study. They are the highest electrical charge minerals on the planet, and it's going to cost you just pennies a day. And understand, it says on there to take 40 drops, but I would take 80 drops. And if you've got a chronic condition, do 120. Come on, 120 drops. Big deal. And then guess what? If you've got aches and pains in your body, then use the Beyond Ormus magnesium spray on your joints and anywhere, because you're going to absorb the magnesium and these trace minerals right through your skin better than any other product. And wait till you see how it brings down your pain. So we said minerals was the first key thing. Well, what's the second thing, Daryl? Okay. Well, the second thing is actually, amino acids. You got to make sure you're getting your amino acids. I know people don't want to believe me. I'm not big on animal products, but I will tell you, there are days that I will eat 4 to 6 raw eggs in my blender drink. Oh, yes, I will. And understand something. I believe that as far as animal products, eggs are the perfect food. Rocky was not wrong, okay? And you're not going to taste it. It doesn't taste like a raw egg, and it digests completely. And you're not going to get salmonella. That's another BS story, just like the cholesterol story. And now we got people taking statins. And now guess what? They're prescribing statins to 8-year-old children. So if a child has high cholesterol, that means a child is very acidic and very stressed out, because the body makes cholesterol because it's like candle wax and it's going in there to try to protect things. So why don't we just destroy the child's brain before it's even developed? Isn't that cool? Let's get back to our story. So we said minerals first. We said amino acids second. Okay. And then what do we need? Well, we need fatty acids, everybody. And those fatty acids, the best fatty acids in the world come from, believe it or not, hemp C60. That's right, hemp C60 and MCT oil C60. Guess what? It's 270 times stronger in vitamin C. All right, and you want to check that out. Our hemp C60 is on sale right now. Now, so we know we need all the vitamins and everything. Well, I'll tell you something. I want you to go check out every multi that's out there for prenatal multi, or any multi for somebody who wants to work out because they're a real athlete. And guess what? You will not find a better multi than the Perfect Day Multi. And in my Perfect Day Multi, I have over 150 different organic nutrients in there, and it covers everything you need. Your nutritional needs would have been met if you would have actually did my Perfect Day Multi, which is not expensive, and if you would have done my Beyond Ormus minerals and used the Beyond Ormus mineral spray, not just because of pain, but to get the nutrition into the area that you spray. And as far as amino acids, I carry a product called Son Formula. And Son Formula, for the last 27 years, has been the best absorption for amino acids in the human body. Son Formula will be in your system for 4 hours, okay? And Son Formula is if you actually could digest an 8-ounce steak completely and get the amino acids, because you have to break the protein down into amino acids, that's what you get by just doing Son Formula. And guess what? Son Formula is 99% absorbed. Okay. And then the other thing is I have a product called Amino Boost, and it has organic Dutch chocolate in it. And you want to make that and give it to your kids as a treat, it'll blow their minds. And if you go to and download my pdgfree.com guide, Rami has made what we call the Amino Boost shake. Okay. And guess what? You give that to your kids and their nutritional needs will be met throughout the day. But I'm telling you, I want you to challenge me, whether you're a naturopathic doctor, medical doctor, or just a layperson, not just a layperson, but if you're a layperson, and I did not mean any discredit there, and I want you to challenge me that my products aren't the best on the planet, because they definitely are. But I'm going to tell you something else right now. Baby, it's coming. All you got to do is just look around, but you need to mind your own business, and your business would be to learn mental gymnastics. And what is that? Minding your own business, and let the world go to hell in a basket, because this is the biggest soap opera going, okay? You know, my son, Dr. Sage Wolf, said, Dad, go take a look at the debate. And I said, really? Why, honey? No, just go look at it for 10 minutes. Well, I'll tell you something. Don't get me wrong. Don't get mad at me. It's a bloody joke, okay? They both called each other liars. You know, this is all for your entertainment, okay? This is all for your entertainment. If you don't believe me, 5 days ago, I did an actual one a day with the WEF, and it's called What the WEF Were You Thinking? What the WEF Were You Thinking? And when I did this, I'm going to tell you something right now. The WEF has posted that COVID was just a test run, and it wasn't even true, and it wasn't even life-threatening. And all they did was did a test run, and it proved that 65% of the population will actually do something dangerous to their body, even though they know it's a lie. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You haven't seen Mental Mania at all. You want to talk to my staff? I got people breaking down in tears, people saying, I got to talk to Dr. Wolf. I'm suicidal. Can I get a consultation for my son? He's suicidal. Me and my wife, me and my husband, we have never been fighting like this in all our life. I need to get a consultation. Okay. All right. Last week I did 15 consultations. Okay. Just trying to actually help people. Look at, guys, don't believe me, but go in and take a look at my Braveheart 12 loving steps, or at least the 4 loving steps, where you walk around with a slight smile no matter what's going on in the world. You connect to the Lionheart breath, which is 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out, and you put your hand on your heart and you picture this little spot in your heart called the God spot. And guess what? And you connect yourself to source and understand something. You fill up your own heart with love, and you never stop your passion and purpose. Look at, just letting you know, I've got a course coming up, and a whole life coach course on October the 9th here. And then we've got Wolf non-surgical course right after. We've got quite a few people for that course, but my whole life coach course, people are going so mental, they don't want to take a mental course. This is a mental, nutritional, physical course, and there's nothing like it in the world. Right now, I've only got 4 people in the course. I usually have 24 to 32. And guess what? It's okay with me. I'm just going to give these people the best training of their life. And you know what that is? That's going inside, and that's finding their authentic self, okay? Because the world is going to go mental. And there's no better place to be than Mexico, where people are not spoiled rotten here or in here, okay? They've learned to live in an environment of healing and health, and they eat, most of them, you know, you can eat healthier in Mexico than you can anywhere in the world. They don't have pesticides. They don't have herbicides. And they're not looking at doing any genocide. And understand, where I live, okay, I only have 3G. But around my place, okay, where I live, guess what? I only have one Wi-Fi, and it's my own, and I turn that off when I'm not using it. I'm going to tell you something right now. Most people will go to bed at night, and they won't even turn their Wi-Fi off or put it on a timer. And just know this, your body never, ever rested properly. Your cells never detoxified or picked up the nutrition or restored themselves because of that Wi-Fi. I mean, we are so programmed and dumbed down that guess what? Whether you believe it or not, these psychos could back right off right now. And guess what? The majority of the population will still kill itself. You know what? I give a money back guarantee that nobody has to go to surgery. And if you have to go to surgery, then I'll give you your money back. I can do one treatment on you with my CardioMed Bed or my Cell Sonic Regeneration. This is not a sales pitch, or non-surgical, and I'll prove to you. I talked to a gentleman yesterday. His name is Tim. Okay. And he wants me to be in his documentary. Anyways, that just reminded me, I got to call him today. And the reality is that Tim goes, oh my God, Daryl, I did not know that you did all this stuff. So I'm going to go and do an interview with Tim, and I'm going to go for free. And his mother, okay, they told her that she has a genetic special disease in her back and her spine, and it can't be fixed. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to fix that back of hers, and I'm going to be there in about 10 days. I'll let you know. And I'm letting all you psychosurgeons and all you drug-pushing, petroleum pill-pushing freaks know that everybody's body can be healed, and we can heal. Everything is reversible. We heal the reversible. We don't heal it. We show people how to heal the reversible. I can't heal anyone, okay? But I can show them how to heal. I can create the vibration. I can create the environment, and I will do one treatment on Tim's mother where they said, we can't do anything for you, and we're going to have to do surgery. We're probably going to have to cut the nerve, and we're going to have to fuse your spine, and she doesn't want it. She's already had stage 4 inflammation, which they call cancer. And what do you think that trauma drama is going to do to her? And what do you think those heavy-duty antibiotics are going to do? It's going to put her into a situation of inflammation and mutation. And guess what? She doesn't need that. I'm going to use Cell Sonic Regeneration on her. I'm going to do non-surgical on her. And in 40 minutes, I'm going to reverse the major part of that problem. And then I'm going to show this woman that God is great and our body can heal. And that's the deal. Check out our inflammation mutation sale. check out my courses that are coming up here in October. It's still not too late, October 9th. Or if you want to come to the Wolf Non-Surgical or the 3-day masterclass pelvic course, it's beautiful down here. It's so peaceful down here. I'm telling you, you guys have no idea. Everybody goes, well, what about the mafia? I don't know. What about them? I don't happen to be in alcohol or drug dealing. So, they don't deal with me. I don't deal with them. It's called peaceful, guys. It's called real living down here. Come and check it out, okay? And understand something. Every day, what are you doing to improve yourself? Because I'm going to tell you something. You're not healthy unless there can be chaos in your life and you can stay connected to your breath and wear a slight smile. Did you hear what I just said? Or did you hear what I just said? I deal with chaos every day with a slight smile, connected to the Lionheart breath. And guess what? I just focus on that God spot in my heart and I rock every day. And that's it. If you don't want to love yourself, if you don't want to respect yourself, if you don't want to spend time with yourself, if you don't want to invest in yourself, then guess what? You can kiss your you-know-what goodbye. And just know this. Unconditional love is the answer. Jesus taught it. Buddha taught it. There were so many people that have come before us and that will keep on coming and tell us that unconditional love is the way. And guess what? You can't do it, can you? Let's see how long you can go without putting yourself down or putting another human being down. Isn't it great? And understand something. This is a slave planet when you don't understand that they created all these different languages, all these different religions, all these different colors of people, okay? And so that we would fight with each other. You know what? Let me tell you something. Through history, Christians have gone to war, okay, with God on their side and murdered their fellow humans and other religions as well. So I'm not putting down Christianity because I was raised a Christian. I'm trying to tell you that guess what? It's got to stop. I say get rid of all religion. Keep any beliefs that make you feel whole, any beliefs that fill up your heart, any beliefs that don't tear you apart or make you feel like you've been bound down, imprisoned. And understand something. Bow down to nobody on this planet. Bow down to no authority, okay? I bow down to the creator of all things, and that's it. God bless. You have the best day of your life, and I truly mean that. My heart's with you.